Hey everyone, it's Algranath here from The Right Way. And again, we have it confirmed that the mainstream media is dying um, here in New Zealand, which is a good thing because they're all pretty much left-wing journalists that taint the mainstream media. There's no diversity of thought going on in that kind of area. And they're all gnashing of teeth and crying and all this kind of stuff. People are saying the government needs to step in, and what is the government doing in this crisis with the mainstream media and news journalism and so on in New Zealand? The government doesn't need to fucking do anything. It's a private company, and you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And when you alienate probably half of your audience, when you spout your left wing propaganda, especially the COVID propaganda that we went through here in New Zealand, you get absolutely everything you deserve. And one of the chief people among them is Patrick Gower, or people refer to him as Paddy Gower. He's a he's a fucking twit. Um, and let's just have a listen to what he had to say on the Mike Hosking breakfast today.
What do you say to the people who text this program, and there is a lot of them, you go woke, you go broke? They bribed you with their $55 million. You sucked up to the Labor government. You deserve everything you get.
Exactly correct. Great question, Mike Hosking. All you fucking journalists in the mainstream media took that public interest journalism fund money, the 55 million set aside for the Labor government propaganda, where you signed up and to be eligible to get that funding, you had to promote the Treaty of Waitangi. There was no dissenting views allowed, otherwise no money. How is that not being paid by the government to do their bidding? Right? Let's hear what Patrick Gower has to say.
Well, I tell them pretty much this, mate. Get stuffed,
Yeah, fuck you too, Patrick Gower.
and actually go away and, to use the term they use, do your own research.
Yeah, we can do our own research. We have things like the internet. We have things like YouTube, people making news. We have Twitter, right? We don't need you fucking mainstream journalists to tell us at 6 p.m. what's going on. We get the news well before then from a variety of areas, and we can make our own judgments, not your fucking left wing spouting news articles and so on.
Yes, there was some money flicked around by the government. I think most people would agree now that had a branding problem for all.
Branding problem? You fucking guys. Of course it was a branding problem. It was more than a branding problem. You guys sucked the government teat to get that money and you lowered your standards for that.
All of us. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and listen to sort of people like that say that kind of thing after I've slaved my bloody guts out alongside my colleagues for 25 years in my case.
Slave your guts out spouting left wing propaganda. Fuck's sake. And just the arrogance that, you know, no wonder you guys are failing because if you just dismiss your critics, and there are a lot of them, and mostly they're probably conservative, and probably 50% of New Zealand are conservative, Paddy Gower, then obviously you better make sure that of the 50% of the remaining audience, you capture all of those people to try and stay alive because you've just alienated 50% of your audience, at least. Fucking twit.
Putting damn good news out there. So,
Good
while we've
news.
got a trust problem, we need to address it and explain things that we're doing properly.
Explain what you're doing. We know what you're fucking doing. That's why we have the trust problem.
When it comes to the sort of Facebook keyboard warriors, I ain't got no time for them, Mike. I'm about the 250 people who lost a job yesterday, and actually the millions of other Kiwis that I know that trust me and trust my colleagues.
Millions of Kiwis trust you and trust your colleagues. Only 33% of the people in New Zealand trust the mainstream media. That's not millions of peoples. You fucking idiot.
All right, appreciate your time, Patrick Gower, TB3. What do you?
What? It just goes to show that these people in the mainstream media, they just don't get it because they're wrapped up in their little worlds and they believe that they're the fount of all knowledge. They're the what do they say? the pulpit of truth. You know, if they just don't fucking get it. And no wonder they're going out of business, because if you can't see what the problem is, then you got no way to fix it. So I'm just, it's been so entertaining. I mean, I feel sorry for the little people that work in the industry, the camera people, the makeup artists, all those people. But people are losing their jobs all over, right? So it's not just related to the journalism industry. So, but it's been very entertaining just seeing the gnashing of teeth and wailing that's going on from all these journalists, and people going, "Oh no, the government needs to save our journalism." They don't fucking need to do anything, right? It's up to journalism to save itself, and what you need to do is provide balanced reporting that puts both sides of the view across. Yes, you can have your opinion pieces, but when you're doing the news, it should be balanced. It should provide both sides of the story and let people make up their own fucking minds, um, and get some more diversity of thought into there. Anyway, very entertaining. Let me know what you think in the comments section. If you like what I said, then give it a thumbs up. If you don't like my video, you're welcome to give it a thumbs down. And if you like my content, please subscribe as well. Anyway, hopefully I can catch you in the next one. Bye.